Wedding cake, gelato, blue sherbs, I'm sparkle. From you see me in my shades, I'm high. He had some regular weed, some lemon ammy or cheese. I told him hit one of these and get right. Chillin' watching Narco, big zoo, I'm sparkle. Feet up on a Friday night. I get high with my homies, I get high on my lonely. Smoky, I'm on a Friday vibe. Birthday, give me wedding cake, yeah loud, just turned 28, G.
Guys, my name is Adam and welcome to the very first episode of Chuff N Guff, where I'm going to be talking absolute nonsense with this giant blizzard.
You're such a fucking weird dude. Yo guys, my name is Guns. Welcome to episode 1 of Chuff N Guff, where we're going to be coming to you guys weekly, just giving you our thoughts on what's gone on in the past week, the previous weeks, anything and everything to do with football, gaming, life, things like that, just normal stuff, really.
Anything that's going on in the world. So what a way to start this off. Let's talk about coronavirus.
Mate, really?
What a topic, mate.
You're
what
addicted
a 2020. What has happened? 2020
does exist. We're in like the way I describe it to people, we're in a wormhole. We're at the end of 2019. This is a leap year, and 2020 starts in January. Because this is mad what it's done.
Yeah, we're just in a massive bubble. Wow, how is it like? What? How has it affected you?
Me personally.
You personally, yes.
I stayed in. Do you know what I mean? I stayed in for the whole. You have to stay in for 3 months. I've got asthma. I'm fat. I've got asthma. Do you know what I mean? I sweat. Like, what do you want to go out there and walk across the street and catch coronavirus? Like, a lot of people have died. We have to take that a bit seriously. Like, as much 100%. As we can give our mental thought patterns on it and have a joke. People have died, so I took it seriously personally. Not everyone did.
Of course.
Not everyone did. Because look at people like your brother, for instance. He just trained every day. Like, he didn't do nothing. He didn't stop. Like, obviously he couldn't go nowhere because everything was shut. But he just went about his business, did his thing, didn't even bother doing anything.
Do you think a lot of people are just cracking on with their own business, doing what they're doing, or do you reckon a lot of people are taking it very serious? Because when it first came out, I was so serious with it. Wouldn't leave the house, wouldn't go out, I was petrified of it.
That's normal for you though.
Locked all the windows, plugged the
That's
sink
your
up,
Friday
everything.
night.
Trying to shut it out.
No, I remember. That's when you first started.
It's a serious thing though, man.
No, it's very serious, man. We don't joke. I just feel like some people, aspects of life, think about it differently. Some people see it differently. Like, there's a good group of people that will think it's fake and won't exist and would happily go into Hyde Park, Southend Beach, with 400 other thousand single mums and have a picnic. Do you know what I mean? Things like that. So there's loads of things that will take it with me. I took it seriously. Do you know what I mean? Look at me.
But it's not affected you.
Remember how long my hair was? My hair was long. Like, I used to have the proper sexy hair, 6 boys partying. Now I've got the skinhead like I'm a rug rat.
So it's not affected you one bit. You've decided in your boxers playing COD.
Of course it's affected me. How has it not affected me? Because I couldn't go out, I couldn't socialise. I played a hell of a lot more Xbox, which is fine.
Not a bad thing, is it?
No, it's not bad, but that's what I love to do. I love to play Xbox. I'm lazy. Do you know what I mean? I'm not exactly motivated to go out anyway. Do you know what I mean?
Yeah,
I like to stay in my house and do my own thing, G.
No, I understand it very well.
How did it affect you?
How did it affect me?
How did
it absolutely traumatic for me.
Why?
Absolutely petrified of it.
Why is it though?
Because when it first came out, it's the most craziest thing that's ever going to happen in our lifetimes. 100%.
Really?
What else is going to happen?
Yeah, to be fair, you got to think, it's what we're in now, August.
I don't even know. I've lost track.
Yeah, we're in August. No, trust me, I've not lost track of the days because I'm literally living off fucking the udder at the set. Do you know what I mean?
Off the udder.
Yeah.
But
so I don't think it can get any worse. Although that being said, Liverpool, Scotland, very much so back in lockdown.
Haven't they gone back? Yeah, I've
very
heard
much.
About that.
Have you checked on your nana? You checked on your nana?
My nana?
She lives in Scotland, bro.
No, she doesn't live in Scotland. She lives in Spain.
Oh yeah, she moved. Oh fucking hell.
You're talking. You're making this up.
Nana Sylvia, shout out to you.
So yeah, let's coronavirus. Yeah. Do you know any what's it called?
What do you need to call it? Because you need to talk
I'm
up.
trying to find the right word. I'm sweating out.
It's
I'm
40
panicking.
degrees in here, bruv. Talk up.
Facts. Should we talk some facts about coronavirus?
If you want to say facts, then say facts, bro. You do. We're not Sky News, bro. You talk how you want to talk. Speak upwards.
Speak upwards and speak freely. So, did you know? I read the other day, that apparently you can't pass on coronavirus through sneezing.
Of course you can.
If you cough.
It's DNA. It's airborne. It's airborne. So you breathe it in. So if you've got coronavirus and you sneeze, surely that's
exactly what I thought.
It's airborne.
That's what I thought.
Unless you're a tramp and you sneeze like bah, like my dad. My dad's a fucking wrong one, bruv. He goes like this. I'm like, That's mad.
Talking about that is my pet hate.
Yeah, so how can you not catch that?
Got out.
It doesn't matter. How can you not catch that? How can you tell me sneezing cannot catch coronavirus? I'm not a doctor.
Have you been sneezed on?
No, I'll clap your chin off if you sneeze on me.
Oh, he's tweaking.
Don't sneeze on me, bro. Like, why are you sneezing?
But no,
on
that's just what I've read. You can't. You're never going to know what's real and what isn't real out there on the internet. This whole coronavirus thing, as I said before, a lot of people do think it's a real thing, and then you've got the other half of people that are not taking it seriously, and they're just.
Didn't you say to me the other day though? Didn't you say to me the other day that something about Bill Gates is a massive part of it and like finding a vaccine and stuff? Yeah,
but I could have just made that up in my head.
Fair play. I respect the honesty.
Or I could have seen it through a promotion on Facebook. How to get rich with Bill Gates.
You watch them videos as well. 10 ways to get rich off Bill Gates. How do you? Alright, cool. Here's a question for you. The vaccine. Say the vaccine is the same as like the flu jab.
Won't take it.
You won't take it?
No.
If it's like the flu jab, neither will I.
No.
Because think about it. The flu jab, to the best of my knowledge, from when I was a lot younger, you have the flu jab, you get the flu, you fight it with the vaccine, and then you don't get the flu until apparently you have to get them obviously updated. Like, I'm not a doctor. Mm-hmm. So what if the coronavirus is like that? What if they inject you with the coronavirus, you're ill, the vaccine fights it with you, and then you don't get, then you're immune to coronavirus, getting the top-ups. Let me explain to you first why I wouldn't take it. When it first come out, they said obese people, so I'm a beast, so I'm above that.
Right.
Yeah. Obese people with breathing problems and people with asthma, will struggle with coronavirus the most. I am all three of them rolled up into one big tube.
Very dangerous category.
Yeah, exactly. So if I take the vaccine, cool, you've done a vaccine, but I'm not trying to be a guinea pig.
It's too new. It's
too new. I wouldn't take it immediately.
It's too soon. It could be rat poison in there. You do not know.
They told you the elderly are at risk, and people with like I just mentioned. I'm all of the above for the main red alert risks. You know what I mean? Like I'm all three of them. So I'm not taking the vaccine personally because I'm not trying to get it. If you're out here keeping me off the streets for 10 months, what is August 10 month or the 8th? The tobacco.
I've lost track.
Very powerful tobacco.
Yeah, enjoy it.
And very much so. We're in the 8th month. If you've kept me in for 8 months and told me that I can't even go to my local shop with cash, without a mask, for 8 months, what makes you think by Christmas I'm going to inject something that's going to fix me? Do you know what I mean?
Well, because that's what the government are telling everyone to do. And there's a lot of thick people out there. Oh, disgust them.
Yeah, a little custom.
They will do it though. Do you know what I mean?
I understand it.
But I think we're just a bunch of guinea pigs. And there's all
that's
rich leaders
see when
out
people say things like that, the guinea pig comments. That does my head in a little bit. Like I get a little bit annoyed.
You just said you was a guinea pig.
No, that's if they want me to take the vaccine. But I thought you meant like in general when you're saying like we're just guinea pigs for them just to be testing something. Do you know what I mean? In general, I'm not really like a big massive fan of the vaccine if it contains the coronavirus, but I'm the second part. I do take coronavirus seriously. I haven't been to the beach. I haven't done nothing in big groups. Do you know what I mean? You have to take it seriously. You're gonna. But if you don't take it seriously, you're an idiot, innit?
100%.
It's a real thing.
But how another thing as well? How are you coping with it mentally? You personally, mentally.
Why it doesn't
not affected you mentally?
How?
Think about it. When it first started, you wasn't allowed to leave your house. I
didn't leave my house anyway. I'm a hermit. I'm a fat nerd that loves my Xbox. I don't leave my house.
Okay.
I go to work, come
basically,
home,
the coronavirus hasn't affected you.
Mentally, no.
Physically?
No. All my friends are nerds. I love my nerds. We all play Xbox. Even if the coronavirus didn't come through, we'd still spend most of our days playing Xbox. So yes, I'm not saying it hasn't impacted everybody else, but you've asked me. It's not affecting me mentally. Yeah, it's stressful.
100%.
I don't think that's...
You can't do anything. You have to. When you go to the shops, you have to wear a mask. You have to put fucking Bible water on your hands. Do you know what I mean? You have to get cleansed before you go into the shop. It's mad.
That's not well.
Well, I'd say that.
Yeah, we can say what we want. We're Chuff N Guff now.
We're Chuff N Guff now.
We say what we want. Do you know what the biggest thing is affected though? That's annoyed me more than anything.
Go on.
Because I've had enough of this coronavirus.
Go on.
Football, mate.
Oh,
honest
mate,
to God.
Don't.
It's
Actually, what a fantastic topic.
Oh, mate, it just doesn't.
Liverpool. Let's go straight to it.
No, we're not starting. If we're talking about football, we're talking about the coronavirus football. I'm not talking about your shit team.
Go on then.
Not even nearly.
Go on then.
Do you know what I mean? Mm-hmm. But it's affected massively, like football. Like how's it affected you watching football? How do you feel when you now watch football, personally?
Well, it hasn't affected me because there hasn't been any football.
Well, it has.
There has for the last couple of months, but at the start of when the
and that didn't bother
happened,
So we're football men.
100%.
We are gambling addicts.
I could not cluck.
Adam, we are gambling addicts, very much so. We have gambling issues. We put like 6-0 on teams that are playing in Jamaica on the beach. We love it. We just gamble. So I know it affected very much so.
Jamaica versus Frankfurt, 7-0.
Didn't we put something like that on once?
Don't know, 20 quid for
Where
like
did I win that
grand.
money from? I won that money. I put that big money. I don't want to start saying numbers. Olympiacos, randomly at like 9:30 at night. Do you remember?
Yeah, you're very ill.
I think it was 1-1 and I put Olympiacos to win in like the 70th minute and I put that amount on it and I won a massive amount. I was like, what did I do that for? But luckily it came in.
You're tweaking in your head.
I'm not.
We're talking about gambling. We need to go into football, G.
Now I want to do a little spin. Should we do a little spin on the show?
What, a little fishing frenzy? That's mad.
But no, it's affected football massively. The fans, not having your fans there is one reason. Like that's another issue. Do you know what I mean? How do you think they're gonna reinstate fans? Like, how do you think you're gonna be able to go watch a football match again? In all seriousness.
Don't know. Don't care.
Yeah, because you're an armchair fan. That's why you support Liverpool.
Because we've won the league. Nothing matters no more.
Nah.
We've won it, and you didn't win it.
Yeah, but that's irrelevant.
It's got you tweaking. You're tweaking right now.
Because yeah, that's what you're trying to do. I see you're trying to avoid my questions because you want me to bone out about your shit team. Do you know what I mean?
What was it you said to me last week?
What did I say to you?
Paul Pogba
is the best centre
is the
midfielder in the world. Shout out to Paul Pogba, my G, my boy. What's wrong? Speak upwards.
Definitely not the best midfielder.
So who's better than him in your team in midfield?
What do you mean?
Apart from Henderson, who is literally probably bossing the Premier League.
Ronaldo.
He's better than Pogba.
Yes. Think about it.
Have you had your pills this morning?
Think about it.
What, Ronaldo's better than Pogba?
No, I didn't take my pills this morning.
He's Ronaldo better than Pogba.
But the cat was acting funny.
There's something wrong with your brain. But in all seriousness, you gotta expect the impact, innit? Like,
100%.
I'll forget about players. It is massive, especially for the lower teams. Your team, furthermore, talking about how it's affected football, your team have just won the Premier League. Yeah? Last year you won the Champions League.
Yeah.
Jurgen Klopp, your manager, signed a new deal. He come out. This is Mickey. Shout out to my boy Mickey with the big ears. We love his ears. We love our Liverpool beef. He supports Liverpool much.
Come on.
More fanatic than you because you're an armchair fan. He goes to the games.
That's all right.
But shout out to my boy Mick, Legolas, we call him. He has me and him are frothing at each other once a week. Like, when the football seasons go, even with FIFA, we beef. But he even showed me that Klopp come out the other day and said that you lot can't afford to buy no one.
That's all right.
Why is it all right? Why do you think that's all right?
Because we're the best team in the world. We don't need anyone else.
What, you don't think you could do with a signing?
No.
Mate, even fanatical Liverpool fans, I know you're the armchair fan,
Okay.
but even the fanatical Liverpool fans would say you need a signing.
Who?
Yeah, it's true. Well, you don't think like midfield, another defender next to Van Dijk, maybe?
Nah. It's all right. We've got Matip.
Ain't he leaving, mate? Do you not follow your team news? Ain't Matip going somewhere?
No, he's not.
I think he might be. I think you might want to do a bit of research because...
Yeah, it doesn't matter. He still won the league. Absolute monster truck.
Who have
you got on your team that saw
Harry Maguire, Paul Pogba?
Oh my!
Alright, cool.
God.
Now go on in. Alright, cool.
Oh
That's me being
God.
a fan. That's
Harry Maguire.
Alright, cool. That's me being a fan. Tell me, Bruno Fernandes. Go on. Say something negative about Bruno Fernandes. Speak up. Talk upwards.
Doesn't have a clue.
Let me tell you a fact, and this is a fact as early as from last night. Yeah, 48 games, 47 goals contributed from Porto to United. Then after I heard that fact through Martin Tyler, he then turned around and scored a penalty. So that means Bruno Fernandes in the Portuguese league and now the English league has contributed 48 goals in 48 games. Nobody has take away Kevin De Bruyne. Nobody's doing that. Nobody. So you can't sit there and say Bruno Fernandes, oh my God. You have to be factual. You have to be a realist about it.
Mate, I'm being so real.
What, you don't rate him?
No.
Yeah, I think you're retarded, personally, for that comment there. That's like me saying Van Dijk's a shit defender and he's only got like 2 years left in his
No, he's
tank.
very good. Let's talk more about Van Dijk.
Why? Because we're just not going to be realist. If you're not going to be real about it, I'm not going to discuss your play
Mate,
with
I'm
you.
being so real.
You can't sit there and say that about Bruno Fernandes. You can't.
How?
You can't say that, bro. Because that's you
Mate,
being
he's
a fan.
played like 4 games and had like 1 assist. Do you not even... You must not even watch football.
Tell me you're joking right now. Tell me you're actually
No, I'm
just
being
trying to be
serious.
He scored more goals and assists than Firmino this season. About 4 games, 1 assist. He scored more... Bruv, don't test me when it comes to my team. Let me show you, bro. Let me just pull up a fact for you guys. Because then we cannot sit here and say we're talking shit. I'm going to bring a fact up. I don't really like to do facts. I'm bringing a fact. Bruno Fernandes. Stats.
Go on, let's have a look. Let's see what stats he got then.
More than Firmino, and I'll put my life on that.
Oh.
Well, I don't know.
What's that?
Current stats, yeah?
Go on.
Bruno Fernandes. At Manchester United, yeah?
Yeah.
Started 25 games.
What? Speak up.
No, because I'm trying to
No,
speak.
speak up. Let that stat flow.
No, because this stat's saying 16 goals, but I don't think he got 16 goals. And I'm reading it wrong. I don't know what that means. It says STA sub, but I don't know what that means.
You're on the Bruno Fernandes fan page, aren't you?
No, I'm not.
The fake fan page.
You're making me tweak, very much so. His stats are... He's definitely done that. I don't know what these are. One sub. What's a G? A G is goal, isn't it? Like when you're looking at a football table, a G is goal, no?
I don't know, mate.
It's got... No, because he hasn't played 26 games either. All right, cool. Here we go. Look, last 10 matches.
Yeah.
Yeah, Man United. Goal, 1. Yeah?
Yeah.
So that's 1 goal. I'm going to have to do it this way like a fucking weirdo. It says career. Man, don't care about your career, G.
See, he's not even on Google.
Here we go. Premier League, yeah? He started goals. Here we go. In the Premier League, he's had 8 goals, bro. 8 goals in the Premier League. And he started in January. It doesn't say assists, so I'm not going to sit here and be a liar, but I watch him every single week. He's got so many assists, so many goals. He banged the pen last night. So that puts your 1 assist out the fucking window, doesn't it?
How many pens have you had this season, anyway?
21, but we got 3 off Norwich in 1 game. So, technically it's 18 pens. That is mad, isn't it? Talking of penalties. That's a lot of penalties, really and truly.
A lot of shit goals, isn't it?
Yeah, a lot of shit goals. What do you think of the taking the knee? That's a good subject for you. What do you think of
the knee?
In honour of Black Lives Matter.
Mental. Absolutely crazy.
You don't like it?
How it's gone? No, I do like it. Of course I like it.
Course,
what do you mean?
That's what I'm saying. Yeah,
I think it's massive. Seeing the video made me...
Yeah, that video is mental. I'm not
frothing at the mouth, steam coming out of the ears. My hairline was going further back. It was mad.
Yeah, that Black Lives Matter thing was massive along with coronavirus. And I think people like us that are white, like you're under the illusion, personally, if you don't think white... What's the word? I don't want to fuck up the word. I'm not a scientist. White privilege is the word. If people sit there and say white privilege doesn't exist, they're idiots because it happens to us. Yeah, I've walked into 100%. Restaurants with said person, me and Chris, walked in there for have a breakfast. Have you got a table for us? And all they do while they're talking to me, they're looking at my other 2 friends because one's light skinned and one's black. Yeah. Do you know what I mean? Yeah, and then they're looking at them. So that's white privilege. People might think of that and think, oh, that's just them staring. That's white privilege. Because if me and Chris was walking there first and say, have you got a table? Yeah, you're right, guys. Where do you want to sit? You want to sit here?
But then
sit there. And when our friends come in, they're like, oh, who are you with? Have you got a table? And they're like, yeah, with our friends. But white privilege is a massive thing.
100%. And if you don't believe that, you're a fucking idiot. But there is people out there who generally think, no, that's not true. Like that's not. But they're just saying that. They don't live in their shoes. They don't know what it's.
Tommy Robertson, you know what I mean? Absolute waste, man. He's done nothing for the last 10 years and slag off immigrants, but he's now gone and immigrated to another country because he thinks his life is in danger.
I don't know.
Because your demons are catching up with you. Everybody's demons catch up with you, bro. Do you know what I mean? Just quickly, while we're on the subject, shout out to Sideman, the BBC DJ. Yeah. I think what he did is amazing, as we're talking about Black Lives Matter. I think what he did for himself is phenomenal.
Yeah, he should be proud of himself.
Very proud. Shout out to you, bro. Big shout out to you. He was a DJ for the BBC, one of the biggest platforms in the UK, in the world. Mm-hmm. Yeah. He heard the way they've dealt. Basically, they consented that lady saying the N-word. The white lady come out and said the N-word, and the BBC have condoned it. So rather than him just sucking eggs and thinking about his career and thinking about himself, he made a video and resigned. Is that the right word? Resigned?
Yeah, he's gone the right way about it. That's exactly what it is. Instead of him going nuts and saying this and Freud, like whatever, he's just said, cool, like, this is what I think.
Yeah, and he's left
straight out there, and he's left. He's done the right thing. To be fair, he's done the right thing.
I don't even think it's the way he could have dealt with it. I just think the way he's given up his career choice. Not his career. He'll be a fantastic DJ, and I wish him all the best. But being with the BBC is better than being with, YouTube. Do you know what I mean? Because they're on air. They've got contracts. He's a DJ. They probably there's 1 million doors in the BBC, and he shut every single one of them doors because he's not going to stand by.
Good on him.
Fair play to him.
Good on him.
He's not going to stand by and sit there and go, oh, so this white lady can say the N word, but I've got to sit there and listen to that. And then the heads of the snake at the top of BBC have then condoned it and said, we feel there's no. Then that leads me back to talking about.
It's making me tweak.
Yeah.
It's making me tweak. Sitting there just thinking.
That's why I was just getting angry, because my wife. Do you know what I mean? I married a black lady because I love the booty. Do you know what I mean? Like, I like the big tick bouncing thing, but that's how I married a black lady. It's making me angry. Even then, I'm losing my words because it makes me mad. Because people like us, white people, think that white privilege is not a real thing. And mate, it fucking is. I've seen it 100 times. I go into a restaurant with Chris, Money, and we've gone to a couple of breakfast places where Money sits there and goes, oh, I feel uncomfortable. Like, the waitress keeps looking at me, the man behind the chef in the kitchen and I back 3, 4, 5 years ago, I said to him, mate, that's just your brain tweaking. And then when you actually sit there and watch, and mate, the looks he gets for being black. When I first moved to Chelmsford, which is about 10 years ago, obviously everyone knows my situation. I've got, do you know what I mean, foster parents that took me in because I was a little shit for my mum, bless her. And he was a black man with dreadlocks, and we was in Tesco, and this is 10 years ago, so imagine it's not going to just disappear. He was in Tesco with me, and some little kid looked at him and went, what's that hanging off your head? Because obviously he's got dreads. And my dad's old, rotten, bless him. So they're going a bit grey. He looks like the black Gandalf, Jamaican Gandalf. Do you know what I mean? That's what I call him. But people are like, what's that in his hair? Now, that was 10 years ago. So now 10 years later, there's a white lady on camera saying the N-word. Yeah. So for people to think that white privilege is a myth and it's irrelevant. It's not irrelevant.
This has been going on for years, though. It's been going on
now
for
it's about time people stand up and talk.
Years and years and years. And it's not getting.
We're not going to do no impact on it. We're not going to make it stop.
Not more of it's happening. It's just becoming more clearer.
Yeah,
we've seen it. It's happening in the media. A lot of people, like everyone's not standing for it no more.
Mate, we had a conversation about a month or two ago when the George Floyd thing happened. Rest in peace, George Floyd. Yeah. Shout out to your family. When the George Floyd thing happened and everyone kept putting up posts about BLM, I didn't understand. And Money kept ringing me and saying, oh, Guns, you know what I mean? You need to educate, like you need to learn a little bit because you're married to a black lady. Your kids, regardless if your kids look white, because Leggy's not black, she's light skinned, do you know what I mean? So whether my kids touch the white gene or touch the black gene, they're going to have black genes in them. So you need to educate. And I said to him, mate, I just don't, because it doesn't exist to me. Like, I have my banter, many a times, you know what I mean, we could have said things to each other that I don't understand. So Money said to me, like, bro, you have to look at it from someone else's point of view. Like, you have to see it and open your eyes to it. Just because it doesn't exist to you in your world, because
exactly,
I don't see a
people
colour
out there that are so thick and they're so like
straightforward.
Yeah, straightforward. They don't see the bigger picture.
Yeah,
do you know what I mean? And
it doesn't look, for me personally,
because it doesn't affect them. They don't give a shit. No. Basically, because it doesn't affect them. There's people out there that they don't give a shit.
I made a comment to Money. I rang Money's phone and I said something to him about when it all come about the football. And I said to him about, obviously, people are whinging, saying, oh, Sol Campbell, another football manager, another thing was, they weren't getting enough chances because they were black. And I was saying to Money, is that correct though? Like, I'm not sitting here saying, I don't know, innit, so I'm not educated enough to speak about it, but is that right? Do you think that they can sit there and blame because he's black? Because personally, Sol Campbell was an awful manager. He was a bad boy defender. I had him on my FIFA team for like 2 years. Ask Money struggled to get past him every game. He's a tank of a defender, but he was a terrible manager. So when people start blaming things like that on Black Lives Matter, and then when he called me in and he sat with me and he said to me, bro, let me educate you on something. And just gave me this, I can't remember exactly, but it sank in what he said to me. Do you know what I mean? It made sense. So to people that think white privilege doesn't exist, all you got to do is sit down and be educated. And once your eyes are open, you see it. I've seen it. I see it with my own two eyes, 100%. We go out to Essex and drive into the sticks for me and Leggy to have a dinner, like some sort of Toby Carvery or something. And when we walk into the place, people do look. It is shit because London, it's the companies, and I'm not a conspiracy theorist. I'm not trying to fucking sit here and make conspiracies up. But what I'm saying is, in London, it's more the heads of the organisations that is racist. It's not really the society but as you come further out and further up north, I believe it is a bigger problem. Like my auntie lives deep up north. And when you go up there, mate, to see a black human being is rare. Yeah. So when more black human beings start moving up there and start living up there, people up there are going to think, well, that's when the racism comes out. You don't even know you've got it in you. But when you start seeing change, and because that change is happening by a black person, you start to automatically blame that because they're black. Yeah. So people don't even know they've got it in them. Do you know what I mean? People don't even know they've got it in them to be racist.
Yeah.
But it is a big thing anyway. I didn't want to do this episode without shouting outside, man. Personally, because
100%.
it's mad. Do you know what I mean?
100%. Big up to him. Like, he's actually done the right thing. He's gone the right way about it. But
It's a tweak. It's a big tweak.
It's a big tweak.
On that note, I just want to, because I'm quite angry now.
Yeah, I'm sitting here and listening. It's going on.
Let's shout out every black person in my life real quick, innit?
Go on.
Shout out to Leggy, my wife. We love you. All banter aside, just before we wrap up, I'd like to just thank my big bro, Money Totty, and the team at Stars League for making this possible for us. He's done so much for me over the years, become my mentor, taught me things in life, educated me, helped me get a step up into the right direction of where I want to be instead of being inside my shell, insecure. So shout out to Stars League. They're a massive part of our sponsor, massive part of making this happen. Another one.
Yeah, on that note.
Talk then.
Big shout out to Chipmunk for letting us use his song Sparkle. Absolute living legend. What a tune. Thank you very much, mate. Big up.
You already know the love is real. I'm not...
Come on.
I've been on a yacht with you, June. That's what I'm saying. I've been to a yacht in Jamaica with my rapping
Right,
friends.
you're frothing now.
Sorry. I get my dick out all the time. Sorry.
Yeah.
Last but not least, shout out to my boy James and the team over at Hotbox and at New Era Wellness, because they're a CBD-based company and they're already massive on their own, and they come to us and said, look, what you're doing for the UK is a good scene. We're a stoner vibe. We're not here to just tell you the news. It's a stoner-based. Like we like to smoke a lot of tobacco. We like to just relax and talk a lot of shit. I'm frothing. Literally, if I open my mouth now for the camera,
my ears are starting to bleed and puff.
I'm frothing. But shout out to them. Everybody shows a lot of love. Big up to you guys as well. We've had so much love. With that, this is episode 1. On episode 2, if you subscribe to the channel on YouTube, we would love the follow on Instagram and things like that will come. But on episode 2, I'm going to pick a random subscriber on the YouTube channel and we're going to give you guys a £50 Amazon gift card just as a little thank you from... You can pay for this one though. Please.
No way,
I'm
skint.
Mate, I've got my operation coming up.
No way.
Alright,
we'll give him a fiver.
We'll chat to money. So we'll get that some P off money, and then basically you guys are just going to get that gift card. We'll send you the code and you spend it on whatever you want. That's just a thank you from us. We're also in the middle of, because we had such a big, massive reception for the t-shirts. These are just uniform. We're not doing merchandise like you've seen. If you follow us on our social medias, you'll understand. We said we're not doing merchandise, but you guys had a big reception about the t-shirts and we love you for that. So we have ordered 5 sizes of like small, medium, larges, extra large, and because I'm a fucking truck and I've struggled for the last fucking 10 years for these fucking Italians to make designer in my fucking size, it doesn't happen. So I have ordered 5 3XLs and 5 2XLs for the big boys out there and the big females out there. We love you. The fluffy thing, the bum's fat. But it's...
You're not well.
I'm not well, very well, but that's it. We've got t-shirts to give away. We're going to just be doing so many giveaways. Stars League as well, also, they come to us and said that subscribing to our channel and subscribing to their channel, we're going to pick, if you like, share, follow, it's going to happen at some point, so I'll fill you in with the details right at the time to how to do it correctly, because I'm frothing at the mouth. They're going to give you 2 tickets to go and watch the show be filmed, meet your favourite celebrity, of which is also one of the team captains. If you follow Stars League, you'll know what I'm talking about. If you don't, head over to the channel, like, subscribe. It's amazing content. They have one celebrity who picks 5 of his friends to play a 5-a-side team with. You've got loads over there, Professor Green, Rudimental, the NSG boys. You've got many. There's just so much. My mind's frothed. The tobacco is hurting my brain. But they're going to give you 2 tickets to meet your favourite celebrity, have dinner on money, so have dinner on them and things like that, you know. So there's so much to do. I'm excited. I've been frothing for about 35 minutes now, so I'm excited. I want to keep going.
Are you still talking?
Yeah. See this is what I have to deal with.
I'm so
You're
sorry.
Such a rude.
But anyways, thank you so much, guys, for all the love, the support. Keep it coming. Leave comments in the description, please, and give us your feedback, and we can make it better. Peace.
On top of the feedback, before I sign out, because he signed out, because he's just fucking panicking. Remember, Adam suffers with severe depression and anxiety, so we have to look after him. So he's going to take a tablet real quick. So anyway, on top of that, if you guys have any scenarios, because that's what, personally, it's one of my favourite things I want to bring into this show. Like, I want you guys to send me in either like an issue, a scenario, just to get my mental thought pattern and Adam's disgusting mental thought pattern on it. Like, you might not like what you hear, so like I said, we can keep you anonymous if you want to, but one of my favourite things to get from the show is for you guys to send us in either scenarios, situations, how would we handle it, what would we have done, like, do you know what I mean? Things like that. So we can call it Dr. Guns and Dr. Dicko if you like, but just please get involved with us, guys. Don't be shy. We love you. Thank you so much for the love and support so far, and we will see you this fucking time next fucking week. Peace.
10 minutes.